Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we talk about a skill that can change our life completely. The ability to stay calm, no matter what happens. We all know anger destroys more than it solves. Anger breaks relationships. Anger damages health. Anger closes the mind. And anger steals our peace. But imagine a life where nothing can shake our mind. Imagine a version of us who stays calm, thinks clearly, and responds with power, not anger. Today, we begin that journey. Lesson 1. Understand where anger really comes from. Before we stop anger, we must understand what creates it. Anger does not come from people. Anger does not come from situations. Anger comes from inside our mind. The outside world triggers us, but the inside world reacts. To never get angry again, we must learn how our mind creates anger. 1. Anger comes from expectations. We get angry when reality does not match our expectations. For example, we expect someone to behave nicely. They don't. We get angry. We expect things to go perfectly. Something goes wrong. Anger. We expect people to understand us. They don't. Anger. The problem is not the situation. The problem is the expectation we carry inside. If we reduce expectations, we reduce 70% of our anger. 2. Anger comes from a lack of control. Humans get angry when they feel powerless, unheard, disrespected, stuck, out of control. Anger becomes a reaction to regain control. But the truth is simple. We can't control everything outside, but we can control our response inside. This shift makes us emotionally powerful. 3. Anger comes when the mind is overloaded. When the mind is full, even small things trigger anger. Mental overload happens when we have too many worries, we have too many tasks, we don't get enough rest, we avoid problems instead of solving them, we carry old emotional pain. The mind becomes like a cup filled to the top. Even one small drop spills everything. A calm mind rarely gets angry. An overloaded mind gets angry quickly. 4. Anger comes from ego, not strength. Many people think anger shows power, but anger actually shows a weak mind. Ego says, I must win this argument. I must prove I'm right. I must control this person. I must get respect immediately. This ego creates anger. True strength is not loud. True strength is calm. A calm person sees the truth clearly and controls the situation with intelligence. 5. Anger comes from past pain. Sometimes the anger we show today is not about today. It comes from old memories, past failures, emotional wounds, past disrespect, old insecurities. When a new situation touches an old wound, the mind explodes. To never get angry again, we must heal the past, not fight the present. 6. Anger comes from reacting, not thinking. Anger is automatic. Calmness is conscious. When we react instantly, the mind takes over. When we pause for a moment, we take control of the mind. The pause becomes our power. The reaction becomes our weakness. The person who pauses wins the situation. Remember this. Anger is not created outside. It is created inside. If we understand our mind, we can control our emotions. And if we control our emotions, we can control our life. Lesson 2. Learn the power of the pause. The secret to controlling anger. If we want to stop anger instantly, there is one powerful tool we must master. The pause. The pause is only 2 to 3 seconds long, but it gives us full control over our emotions. It stops anger from taking over the mind and allows us to respond wisely instead of reacting blindly. The pause turns a reactive mind into a powerful mind. 1. Reacting is automatic. Pausing is strength. When something triggers us, Our brain wants to react immediately. This reaction comes from ego, fear, insecurity, impatience, stress, old emotional wounds. But when we pause, we disconnect from the emotional explosion and reconnect with clarity. Reacting is weakness. Pausing is strength. 2. A 2-second pause can save relationships. Many relationships break not because of big problems, but because of angry reactions. In anger, we say words we don't mean. We hurt people we love. We damage the trust that took years to build. A simple pause before speaking can prevent all this. During a pause, ask yourself, will I regret this sentence tomorrow? Is this worth losing peace? Will anger solve anything? Most of the time, the answer is no. And the pause saves everything. 3. The pause gives you time to think, not react. When we pause, our mind shifts from emotion, logic, reaction, response, impulse, intelligence. This small shift changes the whole situation. For example, when someone insults us, the reaction is to shout back. But if we pause, we think, is this worth my energy? Is this person speaking from pain? Should I stay silent? Should I walk away? The pause gives us options. Anger gives us only one: react and regret. 4. The pause helps you understand the real issue. Anger often comes from misunderstanding. We assume the worst, we jump to conclusions, we think emotionally instead of logically. But when we pause, we ask, what is actually happening? Is the person purposely hurting me? Is this situation really that big? Am I tired or stressed? The pause reveals the truth behind the trigger. 5. The pause breaks the habit of anger. Anger is a habit. The more we react, the stronger the habit becomes. But every time we pause, the old anger habit becomes weaker. The mind becomes calmer. Our emotional control increases. We build a new habit of calmness. Over time, the pause becomes natural, and anger becomes rare. 6. The pause protects your peace. The pause creates a mental shield. It protects us from unnecessary fights, emotional damage, regret, guilt, stress, overreaction. We start seeing the world with more maturity, more compassion, and more wisdom. The pause does not make us weak. It makes us wise. Remember this: the most powerful person is not the one who shouts the loudest. The most powerful person is the one who stays calm. When we learn to pause, we learn to control anger. And when we control anger, we control our life. Lesson 3. Control your mind, not people. The real way to end anger. Most anger comes from trying to control people. We want others to behave in a certain way, speak in a certain way, treat us in a certain way, think like us, understand us, and act according to our expectations. But the truth is simple. We cannot control people. We can only control our mind. Once we accept this truth, 80% of our anger disappears. 1. People do what they want, not what we want. We get angry because we expect others to think like us, behave like us, feel like us, respect us, react the way we would react. But every mind is different. Every person has their own habits, emotions, past, and thinking. If we expect people to match our mind, we will stay angry forever. Accepting differences brings peace. 2. People don't change because we want them to. Anger often comes when, why doesn't he listen? Why is she always like this? Why can't they just change? But no one changes through anger. People change only when they decide to improve. We cannot force anyone to be mature, be kind, be responsible, be respectful, be disciplined. That is their journey, not ours. Our peace should not depend on their behavior. 3. Control your inner world, not the outer world. The outer world is messy. People are unpredictable. Situations change. Life is full of uncertainty. But the inner world, our thoughts, reactions, emotions, that is under our control. When we shift our focus from controlling others to controlling ourselves, anger melts away. Ask yourself, what can I control right now? How can I respond wisely? How can I protect my peace? These questions make the mind powerful. 4. Let people be who they are. One of the greatest ways to end anger is simple. Let people be people. If someone is rude, that shows their character. We don't need to fight. If someone is irresponsible, that shows their habits. We don't need to argue. If someone is immature, that shows their growth level. We don't need to get angry. Their behavior is about them, not about us. When we stop taking everything personally, our anger becomes small and weak. 5. Adjust, don't absorb. When people disappoint us, we usually absorb the anger. But the wise mind does something different. It adjusts. Adjust means staying calm, setting boundaries, protecting our energy, accepting reality, choosing smart responses. We don't need to fight every situation. Sometimes we just step back and keep our peace safe. Adjusting is not weakness. It is emotional intelligence. 6. Freedom comes when we release control. The mind becomes peaceful when we release these expectations. People must treat me perfectly. Everyone must agree with me. No one should make mistakes. People must change when I want. These expectations create anger. Letting them go creates freedom. When we stop controlling others, we start controlling our emotions. And this is how we truly never get angry again. Remember this. The more we try to control people, the more angry we become. The more we control our mind, the more peaceful we become. Lesson 4. Change your perspective. See the situation differently. Anger does not come from the situation. It comes from how we see the situation. When we change the way we look at things, our emotions change automatically. A peaceful mind is not created by a perfect world. A peaceful mind is created by a better perspective. Let's understand how powerful perspective can be. 1. Ask yourself, is this really that big? Most of the things we get angry about are small compared to our whole life. Someone spoke rudely. Someone made a mistake. Someone didn't reply. Someone didn't understand. Someone behaved differently. These things feel big in the moment but become meaningless after one day, 1 week, or 1 year. When we see things with a bigger perspective, anger disappears. 2. See the person's behavior, not the emotion. When someone behaves badly, we immediately take it personally. But strong people see the truth. Most people react from their stress, not from their heart. Maybe they are tired. Maybe they are worried. Maybe they have family problems. Maybe they are feeling insecure. Maybe they are scared inside. When we understand this, we stop reacting with anger and respond with understanding. Perspective creates compassion. 3. Remember, not everything deserves your energy. Ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Is this worth losing my peace? Is this worth my emotional energy? If the answer is no, let it go. Strong people don't get angry at everything. They protect their energy by choosing what deserves attention. A mature mind knows what to ignore. 4. Focus on solutions, not problems. Anger looks at the problem. Calmness looks at the solution. For example, if someone makes a mistake, anger says, "Why are you so stupid?" Calmness says, "How can we fix this?" If something unexpected happens, anger says, "This is unfair." Calmness says, "What can I do now?" A solution-focused perspective turns anger into action. 5. Remind yourself, people are not perfect. We get angry because we want perfection. But humans forget, make mistakes, misunderstand, react emotionally, speak without thinking, behave differently under stress. Just like we are not perfect, they are not perfect either. Everyone is learning. Everyone is growing. Everyone is fighting battles we cannot see. This perspective makes us more patient and less angry. 6. Look at the situation from above. Imagine the situation is happening on a screen in front of you. You are not inside it. You are observing from above. From this higher view, emotions become smaller. Logic becomes stronger. Anger becomes weaker. Wisdom becomes brighter. This observer perspective is one of the most powerful mental skills. It helps us stay calm in situations where most people lose control. Remember this: a peaceful mind is not created by changing the world. A peaceful mind is created by changing our perspective. When you look at situations differently, you respond differently. And when you respond differently, your life changes. Lesson 5. Protect your peace. Set clear boundaries with people. One of the biggest reasons for anger is this: we allow people to cross our boundaries. We let people talk to us any way they want. We let people use our time. We let people disrespect us. We let people disturb our mental space. When we don't set boundaries, we get angry easily. But when we protect our peace with calm, clear boundaries, anger becomes rare. Boundaries are not rules for others. Boundaries are protection for our mind. 1. Boundaries prevent unnecessary anger. Most anger comes from things we allowed. For example, saying yes when we wanted to say no, letting people take advantage, letting people talk disrespectfully, allowing emotional manipulation, giving too much time to negative people. Boundaries stop these situations before they happen. Strong boundaries equals less anger. 2. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. Many people fear saying no because they don't want to hurt others. But saying yes when your mind says no creates hidden anger inside you. A calm, clear no is a sign of self-respect. You are not rude. You are not selfish. You are protecting your peace. A peaceful life begins with one powerful sentence: no, I cannot do that. 3. Surround yourself with people who respect you. Anger disappears when we stay around people who understand us, people who don't create drama, people who don't force us, people who don't control us, people who speak kindly, people who value our time. Your mental peace depends a lot on your environment. Choose it wisely. A good environment naturally reduces anger. 4. Limit contact with emotionally draining people. Not everyone deserves direct access to your mind. There are people who complain all the time, argue without logic, disrespect boundaries, blame others constantly, create emotional chaos, drain your energy. We don't need to fight with them. We don't need to prove anything. We simply protect our peace by limiting our contact. Distance is sometimes healthier than discussion. 5. Set boundaries with yourself too. We often get angry at others because we don't have control over ourselves. Boundaries with self include not using the phone too much, not delaying important work, sleeping on time, avoiding toxic thoughts, reducing comparison, choosing peace over drama. When we discipline our inner world, the outer world stops disturbing us so much. 6. Speak calmly but firmly. Boundaries should be clear, not aggressive. We don't scream. We don't fight. We don't argue endlessly. We simply communicate calmly. Please don't talk to me in that tone. I am not comfortable with this. I need my personal space. I cannot do this right now. I prefer peace over arguments. Calm firmness is stronger than loud anger. Boundaries spoken with clarity make others respect our peace. Remember this: your peace is your power. Protect it with boundaries, not anger. When we set limits calmly, our mind becomes safe, clear, and peaceful. Lesson 6. Build inner peace. Make calmness your natural state. To truly never get angry again, we must build a mind that feels peaceful from inside. Not temporary peace, not peace that depends on people or situations, but inner peace that stays with us everywhere. When the mind is peaceful, anger has no space to enter. This final lesson teaches how to create a calm inner world that protects us forever. 1. Practice silent moments daily. When life becomes noisy, the mind becomes noisy too. Anger grows in noise. Silence heals the mind. Just 5 minutes of silence every day can reset your emotions. Relax your mind. Reduce stress. Increase clarity. Weaken anger. In silence, the mind cools down. A cool mind does not explode. 2. Slow down your reactions. Most anger comes from fast reactions. The faster we react, the stronger the anger. The slower we respond, the calmer the mind becomes. Teach yourself. Speak slowly. Breathe deeply. Think before responding. Take a pause. Stay aware of emotions. Slowing down creates space inside the mind where peace can enter. 3. Let go of things you cannot control. We become angry when we try to control people, situations, behavior, mistakes, outcomes, the past, the future. But we cannot control any of these fully. Inner peace comes when we release control. Tell yourself, I control my reaction, not the world. When we accept this, anger fades like smoke. 4. Learn the art of emotional detachment. Detachment does not mean we stop caring. It means we stop breaking ourselves from inside. Detach from unnecessary drama, overthinking, people's opinions, others' moods, past failures, things that drain your energy. When we detach emotionally from small things, anger loses its power. Detachment is protection, not coldness. 5. Choose peace over being right. Sometimes we fight just to win the argument. But even if we win the argument, we lose our peace. Ask yourself, is being right more important, or is my peace more important? Most battles are not worth fighting. Peace is always a better victory. A peaceful person is powerful. An angry person is controlled by others. 6. Strengthen your mind with positive thoughts. A mind filled with gratitude, kindness, understanding, patience, humility becomes naturally calm. A mind filled with comparison, insecurity, jealousy, ego, judgment becomes naturally angry. Fill your mind with thoughts that heal, not thoughts that hurt. Positive thoughts create a peaceful inner world. Remember this final truth. Anger is not defeated in the outside world. Anger is defeated inside the mind. When we choose to slow down, let go, understand, protect our peace, and build inner calmness, we become unshakable. A peaceful mind is the strongest mind. Anger is not strength. Real strength is staying calm when the world tries to shake you. Today, we learned how to control our emotions, protect our peace, and build a stronger mind. If this video helped you, stay connected with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe and join our journey of powerful self-growth. Never let anger control your life again. Choose peace. Choose clarity. Choose strength. Your calm mind is your greatest superpower.